To start off with, I was very pleased with Pollock. I thought he threw with a lot of composure. He didn't get rattled when things didn't go his way. He continued to battle, and you know, when you go 7 innings on the road against a very good Stetson team, and you come back and go 6 and change, I believe, 6, did a good job his last 2 outings, and that's encouraging for us as we go down the stretch. We know that we've been under the gun for a while with, you know, playing our rival Miami and final exams, and then we go to Clemson and we play a team that's really hot, lose a tough ball game, very disappointing loss. We're all obviously disappointed, but then to come back against a team that has an RPI of 20, we know they're very talented, and to win like we did is a credit to our baseball team, and very proud of them, the way they bounced back. In fact, we're going to take off tomorrow because we got a singleton Friday, a double Saturday, and a single Sunday, so still a lot of baseball left for us.
Well, but is there any sort of like urgency now that we're getting into May to kind of firm up the batting order, and a guy like Reese Halbert is that a guy that's making a big push to be there every day now?
Reese has been very impressive. He's gotten better with each opportunity. And I went to him when he scored on the base hit to right field. The thing that impressed me was that's what we've been working with our young guys on, is getting a good jump at second base. You got to score. Even in our ballpark, as short as right field is, you've got to be on your toes. And I watched him for 4 pitches, and he was really working, trying to get the jump. And sure enough, the 5th pitch came, and boom, hit the bat. He's got a beautiful stride, and he got to home a heck of a lot less strides than I ever would have. It was a beautiful piece of running.
Coach, Cal only 2 for 4 tonight. He had a heck of a road trip, something like 8 for 13 or something like that on the road. He's really seemed to come into where you had always hoped he would be right now.
Jim, I think Cal's leadership is really beginning to stand out. He is as good a competitor as any catcher I've ever had. He will compete. And his teammates feed off of him because they might be out there at second or out there in center field disappointed in what they did. Cal got to be ready when that pitcher's throwing his 92-mile-an-hour fastball. He's got to be ready to block every curveball that's in the dirt. He's got to be ready to pop up and keep that guy from getting to second, all the while wondering if he'll get another at-bat, because all competitors want opportunities to be successful with the bat. I can't say enough about what this young man brings to our ball club.
Coach, you're coming off road series upcoming. You got a 4-game series starting this weekend, postseason seeding on the line. Just how do you try to keep this team's gas tank off empty?
Well, we're giving them off tomorrow, and that's something that I rarely do when they're out of school. The key is understanding the importance of taking advantage of this opportunity. If you have a nagging injury, be sure you go see the trainer. If you're a little bit behind with your weight training, be sure you get in the weight room. But don't cheat this opportunity by staying up late, not getting proper rest, and missing a meal as a result of not being disciplined and getting your rest because you got to bed late and you slept through breakfast. You get up late That's not good for the baseball team and certainly not good for you as an individual. So we're just very much aware that the guys need to understand that.
Coach, with the 4-game weekend series coming up, just how important was it for you guys to get through tonight with just 2 pitchers?
Wayne, with permission, I'd like to add freshman pitchers. And I'm very proud of those 2 young men. It's always exciting to see the youngsters get their opportunity and continue to pitch well, because Jonas pitched well most of the time that he's gone out there. And he goes 3 innings and gives up 3 hits and strikes out 5. That's pretty doggone good. So very good outing for him. Pollock struck out 8. So it was one of those that we're just hoping can continue. With Pollock pitching like he did, it may give us a chance to use him if we have to in a certain situation.
Coach, I know there's a lot of work still to be done, but did it feel any different tonight when you put on the home uniform and stepped out there as the winningest coach of all time?
It just felt like it always has, and with all respect to that outstanding question, every time I put this uniform on, I feel the same because it's special. I felt very good when we got a couple of runs early, got a lead, and we had lost a tough ball game. And all of our guys were still living with that. We needed to play. We needed to get that one in the background. And it wasn't that we lost the game, they won the game. We know it's going to be very difficult to be a top 8 seed. But our job is to play the next game, not concern ourselves with what others are looking at and what others are perusing. Our job is to go play the Friday game, the 2 Saturday, the 1 Sunday, and be ready to go and play a top 5 team that is ahead of us in that Atlantic Division. So we've got our work cut out for us, but we're just excited to be still in the hunt. Let's just put it that way.
You talked last week about JC and that last set of wires. I was wondering, did he get those out? And if so, I mean, what's his potential?
I wanted to put him in tonight, Kurt, but I just couldn't because he had just gotten them out about 2 o'clock. He was numb when we were going out for BP, and I didn't want to put that kind of pressure on him, but you will see him this weekend. He'll have a smile on his face because the applesauce in the blender is over with.
How ready is he to get out? I mean, he's struggling a bit to get out here. I mean, safe to say?
Allison, I think that he would be ready to play as early as Friday. Now, whether or not we will start him is a different story. There's some things that we're kicking around with our lineup, and we know what he means to our team, and we don't want to minimize that. We're just still tinkering with where this guy goes and where this guy fits in and where this guy goes. So you will see him this weekend and possibly as early as Friday.
Will Zirzow is any closer to returning?
Yes, Will has shown big improvement, and I would think that there is a good chance that you will see Will Zirzow this weekend. How much remains to be seen, but he's progressing very well.
Obviously, it's welcome bringing JC back. How much do you think it's meant from the guys who then might return more of a bench role, your Cooper, your Reese, for them to have the experience they have going forward down the stretch?
Yeah, that's it's about the only good thing I can say that happened as a result of that. anxious to see how he does. He's taken batting practice for a couple of weeks. He's run balls down in the outfield. He hasn't, run in, as Dizzy Dean used to say, slud. He hasn't done any sludding. But, boy, I'm dating myself. Y'all don't even know who Dizzy Dean is, but thanks, Jim. But it's encouraging for all of us that he's making progress and should be ready this weekend.
Thank you, Coach.
Good to see y'all.
Congratulations, Coach Paul.